Saudi Arabia, or the region known as the Arabian Peninsula, was once under Ottoman rule. The Ottoman Empire, at its zenith, extended its influence over vast territories, including parts of the Arabian Peninsula. However, it's important to note that the Ottoman control over the Arabian Peninsula was not as centralized or extensive as it was in other regions of the empire. The Ottoman presence in the Arabian Peninsula primarily centered around the Hejaz region, where the holy cities of Mecca and Medina are located. The Ottomans exercised authority over these areas, primarily to maintain control over the pilgrimage routes and ensure the security of the holy sites. However, beyond the Hejaz, much of the Arabian Peninsula remained largely autonomous or under the control of local tribes and rulers. The Ottoman control over the Arabian Peninsula began to decline in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, as the empire faced internal turmoil and external pressures. During World War I, the Arab Revolt, supported by the British, led to the weakening of Ottoman authority in the region. After the war, with the dissolution of the Ottoman Empire, various regions of the Arabian Peninsula gained independence or fell under the influence of other colonial powers. In the case of what is now Saudi Arabia, the House of Saud, led by Abdulaziz ibn Saud, gradually expanded its control over the region, eventually establishing the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in 1932. This marked the end of Ottoman influence in much of the Arabian Peninsula, although remnants of Ottoman architecture, culture, and administrative systems can still be found in some parts of the region today. Preserving sacred heritage, Ottoman initiatives in expanding, restoring, and protecting the holy sites of Mecca and Medina. Introduction. The Ottoman Empire, renowned for its rich cultural and architectural legacy, left an indelible mark on the holy sites of Islam, particularly the Kaaba in Mecca and the Masjid al-Nabawi in Medina. Under Ottoman rule, these sacred sites witnessed significant expansions, meticulous restorations, and robust protective measures, ensuring their sanctity and enduring relevance for generations to come. Expansion and restoration of the Kaaba. The Kaaba, the holiest sanctuary in Islam, underwent multiple expansions and renovations during Ottoman rule, reflecting the empire's commitment to preserving its sacred heritage. Sultan Murad IV initiated comprehensive renovations in the 17th century, reinforcing the Kaaba's structure and enlarging its courtyard to accommodate the growing number of pilgrims. The renovations included strengthening the Kaaba's walls, replacing its roof with wooden beams, and adorning its exterior with exquisite marble cladding and intricate calligraphy. However, one of the most notable expansions and restorations of the Kaaba occurred under the reign of Sultan Abdulhamid II in the late 19th century. Sultan Abdulhamid II commissioned a team of skilled artisans and architects to undertake a meticulous restoration of the Kaaba, ensuring its structural integrity and aesthetic magnificence. The restoration efforts included the installation of a new roof supported by marble columns, the embellishment of the Kaaba's exterior with intricate Quranic inscriptions, and the renovation of its interior with luxurious silk and brocade coverings. These endeavors transformed the Kaaba into a symbol of architectural splendor and spiritual reverence, drawing pilgrims from far and wide to witness its divine majesty. Expansion and restoration of Masjid al-Nabawi. The Masjid al-Nabawi, the mosque built by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in Medina, also underwent extensive expansions and restorations under Ottoman rule, reflecting the empire's deep devotion to Islamic heritage. Sultan Selim II initiated the first major expansion of the mosque in the 16th century, enlarging its prayer halls and courtyard to accommodate the burgeoning Muslim population. Subsequent Ottoman sultans continued these expansion efforts, with Sultan Abdulhamid II undertaking a monumental renovation project in the late 19th century. Sultan Abdulhamid II's restoration of Masjid al-Nabawi was characterized by its grandeur and meticulous attention to detail. The expansion project involved the addition of ornate domes, towering minarets, and intricately decorated porticos, transforming the mosque into a breathtaking architectural masterpiece. The interior of the mosque was adorned with exquisite marble floors, intricately carved wooden panels, and shimmering chandeliers, creating a serene and majestic atmosphere conducive to prayer and reflection. These restoration efforts not only enhanced the aesthetic appeal of Masjid al-Nabawi, but also reinforced its status as one of Islam's most revered sanctuaries, attracting pilgrims and visitors from across the globe. Protection of the grave of the Prophet. Central to the Ottoman Empire's initiatives in safeguarding the holy sites of Mecca and Medina was the protection of the grave of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, within Masjid al-Nabawi. Recognizing the profound spiritual significance of the Prophet's tomb, the Ottomans implemented stringent protective measures to ensure its sanctity and reverence. The Ottomans established a dedicated institution responsible for the upkeep and maintenance of Masjid Nabawi, known as the Keepers of the Two Holy Sanctuaries. These custodians were entrusted with the solemn duty of preserving the mosque's historical artifacts, maintaining its architectural integrity, and safeguarding the sanctity of the Prophet's tomb. They enforced strict regulations to regulate access to the tomb, ensuring that visitors approached it with the utmost respect and reverence. Furthermore, the Ottomans implemented robust security measures to protect Masjid al-Nabawi from external threats and internal disruptions. They stationed a contingent of guards around the mosque, fortified its perimeter walls, and implemented surveillance systems to deter any potential acts of desecration or vandalism. These protective measures underscored the Ottomans' unwavering commitment to upholding the sanctity and reverence of Islam's holiest sites, preserving them as sacred spaces for worship, contemplation, and spiritual renewal. Conclusion. The Ottoman Empire's initiatives in expanding, restoring, and protecting the holy sites of Mecca and Medina represent a profound testament to their deep reverence for Islamic heritage and their unwavering commitment to preserving its sanctity for future generations. Through their meticulous restoration efforts, architectural innovations, and stringent protective measures, the Ottomans left an enduring legacy that continues to enrich the spiritual experience of millions of Muslims worldwide. As custodians of Islam's holiest sites, the Ottomans embodied a profound sense of stewardship and devotion, ensuring that the Kaaba, Masjid al-Nabawi, and other sacred landmarks remain beacons of faith, unity, and reverence for centuries to come.